Oh man. That is kind of crazy. Wow. I'll put the link up to the article after this. But yeah, so my shirt went viral, and it's me. It's me in my old living room. It's me giving a talk at Urban Suburban 50th anniversary. Anyhow, I'm reading the article, and I mean, it's kind of amazing. I didn't feel like this initially, but I guess like seeing my words and my face. Bruh, this is me on Snapchat, and my lineup is still jacked up, so I had to cover my lineup because it's that bad. This is actually, that's how unplanned all this was. Oh man, this is kind of dope. So, hey guys. Man, let me just be real honest with y'all. I left the States. I had no idea. Man, I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I needed a reset. I ain't saving no money. I gave away 98% of my stuff. And I bounced. And I didn't know what or how. I just knew I needed to leave, and I needed to hit the reset, man. I didn't know how I was gonna feed myself or keep a roof over my head or anything. I just knew I'm gonna figure it out. So I left. I had like maybe $1,000 in my bank account with bills due, $8,000 worth of credit cards, student loan. The only recurring bill I had was like my student loan every month. But I didn't have no income. Right now, in this very moment, my bank account is negative $120 something. But that's all right, because I'm just waiting for this good old transfer to drop. Bruh, I went viral. I hadn't even designed anything in a long time, because I just didn't have it. I had done stuff for people for so long. I just was tired. I was just tired. And I woke up and caught up on Twitter, and I saw what Mitch McConnell said, and anybody that knows me knows I'm like really into politics and everything. Whew. And I just remember walking in the living room being like, I'm gonna make a shirt. I know. I've made hundreds of shirts. Oh man. I really had no idea, guys. I had no idea. You just gotta believe in yourself. And you just gotta keep doing. You just gotta keep doing. Because it only has to work one time. And you never know when that one time is gonna be unless you just do it. I saw this come across Twitter, and I was just like, this man, does he even know what he just did? So I was on Snapchat, and I was like, I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm gonna make a shirt. And I said it like trying to convince myself that I was gonna do it, because I haven't done it in so long. So while all y'all was sleeping, like Simone said, y'all sleep, I grind, but it's only because I'm 12 hours ahead of y'all. So while y'all sleeping, I'm supposed to be awake. So while y'all were sleeping, I made this shirt and I put it on Teespring. Now in the past, I would have made a website. Let me tell you guys about, like, I got this domain I would wear 3 years ago. And I said to somebody at the time, I was like, yo, I'm just going to make a bunch of designs that I will wear. And I'm going to put them out there. And if people want to wear them, that's cool. But this stuff that I will wear. So I got this domain. But that was 3 years ago and I did nothing with it. You know why? Because I was doing stuff for everybody else. Everybody else's business I was helping, and I was invested in, giving my time and my brain power and my designs and my everything. I was giving too much. And y'all saw me with my creative space video. I was like, yo, I'm done. I don't know I don't know what's next, but I'm gonna try. I couldn't have imagined when I made that video in Toronto that would be in Vietnam right now. Or a month ago, I would have been in Thailand. I couldn't have imagined that. My life was complete disarray. I was so lost. I'll be on the phone with my friends like, yo, completely lost. Have no idea what to do with my life. I'm just gonna sit in this feeling for a while and trust I'm gonna be whole on the other side. Let myself feel all these feelings. And I did that. And I left and I'm here. I don't know where I was at in the story. If I had been home, I would have maybe made this shirt, but probably not, because I'd have had so much responsibility to other people that I wouldn't even have had the inspiration or the desire to do it, because I would have been so weighted down with my abilities and my intellect, giving them to other people. My grandfather always told me, nobody can pay you what you're worth. Nobody ever. Nobody knows your worth better than you, and nobody will ever be able to pay you what you're worth. So sometimes we give our abilities away. Spoils, man. We give them away, not knowing what our true potential is. Because you know why we do it? Because we got to keep a roof over our head. Because we got to eat. Because we got to pay student loans. Because we got to pay our cell phone bill. Because we got to pay our car note and our insurance. And I was just tired of all that pressure, of having to maintain these things, these objects. I had a 1,400 square foot loft. I did not anticipate saying all this to you guys, but I had a 1,400 square foot loft, a dog, a car. I had the most I had ever had in my life. My bills were over $3,000 a month. For a long time, I was making it work perfectly fine. And then I just was so tired. I was so tired of the stuff I was doing not being a reflection of me. Yes, I could do it. Yes, I could do it well. Yes, I could make it work. Yes, I could put smiles on people's faces. But then I would go home, sit in silence, and be like, what was that? There's no joy. There was nothing coming from it. Other than like, yo, that was a concept that somebody had, they gave it to me, I enhanced it, and wow, I made that happen. But there was nothing on the other side of that. Like, anybody understand what I'm saying? Like the emptiness, even on the other side of success. So I made this shirt. And I didn't really think it was gonna do anything, because this is not my first time using Teespring. I used it when they first got going, and every single time I put a shirt up, it sold zero. Nothing. Then I felt like, okay, that platform is not for me, so I just did it for myself. Started making shirts on my own. But since I gave away all my equipment and thousands of dollars worth of shirts, I didn't have access to any of that. So I had to use Teespring, or I chose to use Teespring. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because I don't have to do anything on the other side of this design. Like, I got to just put it up there, talk to you guys about it a little bit, but really Mashable, The Atlantic. Man, I couldn't have imagined. And this is not, like, I'm not a millionaire. If I was a millionaire, I would be saying this from business class in some airline as I'm flying to figure out what I'd like to do with my whole rest of my life. But I'm telling y'all right now, I have negative 120 something dollars in my bank account. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't make this shirt though because I was trying to pay a bill. I figured it was gonna work out. And that's the difference. Like in the past, I would have been just doing stuff because I had to. I had to keep a roof over my head. I didn't want that anymore. So I unplugged, man. So I made this shirt. It's still selling. It has sold over 800 units. Well over 800 units. So all those years of designing and doing stuff for other people, I've never made this much money in 3 days, 4 days, ever. But I wouldn't have been able to do this. I would not have done this. I would have been so angry, all the turmoil going on in that country. I wouldn't be able to see I wouldn't be able to see. I wouldn't be able to feel. I wouldn't be able to be inspired. I would just be fighting this battle of existing, of negotiating my humanity. Like that was what my life's work became. Now I'm sitting in Vietnam. What? I'm sitting in Vietnam. A year ago, I couldn't have imagined this. A year ago, I was depressed, in therapy every week, trying to find my way through heartbreak and heartache. You just got to keep pushing. When I was getting on here saying, do the work, feel the feelings, have courage always, it's because I was telling myself that every day, because I had to tell myself that every single day, because if I didn't, I don't know where I would be. I was riding my motorbike in Chiang Mai the other day, and this Jill Scott song came on, Masterpiece. And I can remember listening to that song, singing it in tears, trying to convince myself that I was worthy of love, that I was worthy of life. I can remember just driving and being broken and that song coming on and telling myself I had to affirm myself, that it didn't feel like it. I didn't even believe it in the moment, but I had to say it. I had to say it to myself. And then a couple weeks ago, I'm driving my motorbike in Chiang Mai on the last night that I'm there. And I just put my music on random and this song comes on. And this big old smile just came across my face. Because I remember when I was affirming those words to myself. And then when it came on again, it was an observation. I was truly able to say I'm a masterpiece. And not only am I worthy of love, giving it and receiving it, yo, I'm ready to share it with the world. So this t-shirt is really just, it's just representative of something else that I don't even know I can articulate right now. You know what I mean? I just know I'm so glad I made the decision that I made, even though it was the toughest decision I've ever had to make. Last night I was in Greensboro. I was like tormented. I couldn't even sleep. I almost didn't even come. I almost convinced myself I had brain cancer. I was like, yo, like, what am I doing? You know, two things made me do it. One, I called my friend Simone, and she was like, if you don't get your ASS on that plane. And two, I was gonna have to rebuild no matter where I went. I had given away everything. Everything. My car, my dog, my clothes, my everything. So now I'm sitting here in Vietnam. And my life is something I couldn't have imagined. All those times I was trying to convince myself I was worthy of life and living it. All the times I would put on Facebook, life is worth living. I was just affirming that to myself. I didn't believe it in the moment. It didn't feel true. But I can tell you now, yo, life is worth living. Life is worth living out loud and living in color. No matter how difficult it gets, no matter how negative your bank account gets, you just gotta keep doing. You gotta believe in yourself. You have to culminate your skills, invest in yourself. No matter how difficult that concept or idea is, no matter how much you get beat up about it, no matter how much people don't see it or believe it, it doesn't matter. No matter how much people borrow your skills, delegitimize, whatever that word is, your skills. Listen, you just gotta believe in yourself, invest in yourself. Bruh. I don't know what I initially came on here to say. I just wanted to share this article with you guys. Well, I didn't even finish reading it. Whew. All I know is, if you got an idea, a concept, t-shirt, it may not work the first time. It may fail completely. It may be a complete, utter failure. That's all right. It may happen to you 15 or 20 more times. Still all right. One day, somebody gonna come along and say something. You're gonna see something that's gonna inspire you at a time, in a place that you never imagined yourself being. And it'll work out. People all over the world are gonna wear a shirt that I made in Vietnam that I wouldn't have made had I not left Rochester. I couldn't have imagined this, and I have quite an imagination. I could not have imagined. I could not imagine being in Vietnam right now. I couldn't have imagined that. So, if I'm here, that means you can be anywhere. It means you can do anything. It really does. You don't have to have a plan. I know, man, I'm a Capricorn. We plan everything. We strategize everything. Sometimes you just gotta unplug. Sometimes you gotta take your safety net from underneath yourself. Sometimes you have to stop investing in other people. Take the fall. Back away. Invest in yourself. Promise you, man. Maybe not tomorrow. Eventually, though. Anyways, guys, did not expect to get on here and cry. Extremely grateful for my life. I'm extremely grateful, man. Before I left, I called somebody up. I told them, thank you. Thank you for coming into my life. And thank you for leaving. Because if you hadn't come and if you hadn't left, I would not be where I'm at today. And I'm so glad. Man, you never know when your heart is broken. It never makes sense. It never makes sense until it does. So, whew. You know what? I was warned. I was given an explanation. I persisted, bruh. I can't even get one of my shirts because I'm in Vietnam and they don't ship here. But yo, you know how many people told me I was crazy for leaving? Explain how this wouldn't work. Auntie Priscilla told me something when I was younger. You always have the answer inside of you. You can ask people, you can seek it in other things and other places and other people, but the answer always lives inside of you. You just have to get in a place where you can hear it, and then get in a place where you trust it, and then get in a position to do it. So I've done the work. I felt the feelings, as y'all can see. And I had courage. And now I have 10 minutes to figure out how I'm gonna eat, because everything closes at 10 o'clock in Vietnam. And it's 9:40 at night. So, I love you guys very much. Well, the people here that I love y'all very much. Whew. I'll let y'all get myself together. I'll share the article so y'all can check it out. Love you too, Monica, Auntie Chloe. Everybody else that says something out here. Ah.